So, Gaffer, a bit of a tough one to take this afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we were the dominant side within the 90 minutes, especially first half. We were good first half. We created a lot of chances, just didn't take them, and it's important at this level that you take your chances. I think we deserve something out of the game for sure. So it's a bit cruel on the lads. A penalty. It looked, a few yards offside as well, which was disappointing. But look, Ollie's nearly got a hand to it as well. But we huffed and puffed. And I think after the penalty, with the sort of a 10-15 minute spell, we were good. And then this sort of game just petered out. I think they went. They did what we expected them to do, and we just struggled towards the back end of the game to maybe subs coming on, just to inject that little bit which we've had in the first two games. We just didn't really have it today. So no, look, we're disappointed. We're going to lose games of football, we understand that. We're just disappointed that we've been the better team. We've created more chances. I think they've had one shot, haven't they, or two, the penalty and a save Ollie made within the first couple of minutes of the game. I don't think they've had another shot on target, so it's just disappointing. But you know what? I think that their boys are disappointed. But look, it's early doors. We talked about not getting carried away, and we know we have to be better for next weekend for sure.
I think we'd have all taken 6 points out of the first 9, though. Would you agree?
Yeah, you know what? It's probably the first time since being a manager I've come into a club and I've not put no pressure on the lads, because pre-season was up and down, and going into the first game where we haven't played at home or been at home or even been on the pitch, it was always going to be sort of difficult. But the lads have been brilliant, and again, you know what? We've been the better team today, and that's important. I think scrapping and picking up wins later on in the season is vital, but I think at this stage we need to have an identity, and we've got that. And I think Stamford have been lucky today. They've defended very well as well. At certain points, they've defended their box very well. Really impressed with that, and they're going to be right up there. We need to make sure that we're up there as well. The signs so far have been really positive. Obviously the two unbeaten teams today, and the penalties decided it. Even though we were the better team, so but look, the lads have done really well and played really well. So we're just frustrated, I suppose, and disappointed with just not getting at least a point.
And we saw Will make his debut. Do you want to give a reason for why we've had to bring him in?
We need some bodies. Will's a good player. Obviously he hasn't trained much with us, and he hadn't played any games, so that was always difficult. But obviously Harvey being out today meant we had to put him in, and he's done well today. Considering he hasn't played a game for us, I thought he'd done well. Composure, especially in the final third, and linking up was good, and it was always going to be a test. We knew today that they'd have a few short passes and look to go back to front, and we had to defend that, and they're very good at landing on second balls, and we had to compete with that, and then sort of impose ourselves on the game, and we did for large spells of it. I just think first half, especially Jonesy, Ethan, Myro, Bradders, we had enough chances to take the lead, and if not to go in at 2-0. I think if this was Tuesday night, as you saw, we would have been 2-0 up. I think we missed chance and was wasteful against St Ives, but we got our reward, and today we haven't, and football swings and roundabouts. Look, it's going to be something we have to do more work on, I suppose, and it's something that we will. But look, we didn't get carried away after the first two. I think 3 games, 6 points, it's a solid start, which is what we wanted. We're at home next weekend, and again, I said it on Tuesday, fans were good as well, so we need a big crowd on Saturday to make sure we can get ourselves over the line again, and again, if we can go and perform like we have done. And I did say to him at the end that if we probably played anybody else today, I think we'd probably win the game. I think Stamford was solid, hard to break down, defended deep and defended their box, and second half I thought they did really well at trying to stifle us. But no, look, it's a solid start. the lads are disappointed and hurt, and I think that's one thing that we want as a group. You know, we lose, we want to be hurt by it, and they're hurt and they're down and they're quiet, and you know, I've got to pick them up now for next weekend, which I'll do, and we'll go in and put in, hopefully can go and match the performances that we have done, and that can get us some more points on the board.
Thanks for your time, Gaffer.